On now to South Africa, home to roughly 80% of the world's rhinoceros population, but 2013 was a very bad year for the more than 25,000 rhinos there. Almost 1,000 of the animals were killed for their horns, a 50% rise from the year before.
A trade ban on rhino horns has been in place for decades, but the species may be losing the fight against extinction. VOA's Chris Simkins went to a private game park in South Africa where the rhino is getting some protection. Our Rebecca Ward talked with him about the effort.
Park Ranger C.J. Lombard and his tracker Patrick Moyani are out on another game drive looking for rhinoceros.
If you look carefully, you can see the front toenail, one side toenail, the other side toenail, and the heel.
In this private South African game park, part of the larger Kruger National Park, Lombard and Moyani not only track rhinos, but search for poachers who want to kill the animals for their horns. This Kruger National Park region is one of the biggest areas and hotbed areas for poaching activity, animal poaching activity. So we saw some evidence of some dead elephants, some dead rhinos, and it's just hard to see such majestic mammals being slaughtered like that for their ivory tusk or for the rhino horns.
And these animals are on the endangered species list, so they're protected, supposedly, worldwide.
They have been, and rhinoceros have been protected since 1976, I believe. There's been an international trade ban, but that has not stopped the poachers or the value of their horns in Asian markets, where in some cases they're worth more than gold. A rhino horn can fetch about $60,000 for a kilo.
But why is that? I mean, what is it about rhino horns that are so attractive?
In rhino, it's a belief, basically. A belief mostly in Asian cultures where they believe that the rhino horn has some kind of medicinal value, that you can crush up the horn, and they think that it can cure things like cancer, arthritis, stomach aches. But none of this is really true. It's keratin, the same type of protein that are made up in human fingernails, toenails, and your hair.
Well, I wonder if, and I don't know if this could happen to rhinos, but I know in some cases in areas where there's a lot of poaching going on, they'll cut the elephant's tusk because an elephant can live without its tusk. Is that the truth for rhinos' horns?
Rhinos can live without their horns as well, but rhinos are so big and massive and very angry animals. So in order to get that horn, these poachers have to kill them. But the other troubling thing is they will kill the mother, and you will see the baby calf there that will stay by its mother's side. They don't know how to get food, and then they starve to death. So a future generation rhino also doesn't survive. So you're not just killing one, you're killing others in the process.
And this is a worldwide problem, not just for rhinos and elephants, but for other animals across the world. So there is some kind of an international agreement, and I'm wondering how that's trickling down to the game reserves.
Well, a lot of people have different ways about how to stop poaching, and I don't think any one way is the #1 solution. But for instance, for the rhinoceros, they have been injecting poison at this particular game park that I visited into each and every rhino in this park. Now, it doesn't harm the rhino, but they post signs across the park warning poachers that poison has been injected into these rhino horns. So if they take them and try to sell them on the black market, somebody crushes up the rhino horn and drinks it, they're going to get sick. And then there's another proposal. The South African government is asking for permission to go into a stockpile, $1 billion stockpile of rhino horns they have sitting in warehouses. So that would be an effort to flood the market, hopefully bring down the price of the rhino horn, and thus easing the poaching that's going on.
Now, we were talking earlier, you did say this is your first trip to South Africa.
It's a fascinating country with so much vastness, and the area that we were in, it's so beautiful, especially in the summertime when I was down there. Everything is turning green, and so you really feel that you are in the bush, where I saw not only all of the big 5 mammals, the elephants, the rhino, water buffalo, lions, but I saw hundreds of species of birds, so many reptile, and this is their home, and you're seeing them in the wild. So I don't think that I could ever go to a zoo again and see these same animals.
And our thanks to VOA correspondent Chris Simkins. In particular, the population of black rhinos is now less than half of what it was 35 years ago. But some good news: in the last 20 years, the number has been going back up, and it now stands at about 5,000.